Hey guys, today we are starting a very fun and probably the biggest project ever, our kitchen makeover. I have waited for this day for a really long time. So before we take it apart, let me give you a quick tour of the kitchen. All right, so here it is. I call this the Shades of Brown kitchen. Not only is it not bright and fun, it seriously lacks counter space and storage space. We have this whole lot of space here that is wasted, which is supposed to be an eat-in kitchen, but is way too small for even a small table. And then we have this large window, which looks directly into the neighbor's bedroom window. And did I mention lack of counter space? All the appliances are crowded into a corner, making it really hard for more than one person to work in there. So here's the plan. We will close out the window, and this would give us space to add cabinets on the adjoining wall. All the upper cabinets are going to come down, including the soffits, to create an open design. The refrigerator will move over to where the old window was, and we can simply extend the counter to where the refrigerator is. Although I would have loved to remove that wall, it is a load-bearing wall, and the price tag to remove it was way too high for the little gain. Plus a few open shelves all around the window. We hired out the part of closing out the window because it involved exterior and insulation, etc. And while the contractors were at it, we also decided to have them remove the soffits. We're glad we did that because there was ducting in there that needed to be rerouted. Plus, one of the corners had plumbing for the bathroom above it, which couldn't be rerouted without spending thousands of dollars, so we ended up having to keep a small part of that soffit. Not ideal, but sometimes you just have to live with the hand you're dealt. And that was the new blank canvas. We primed and painted the ceiling and the walls for a nice fresh start. Now on to the cabinets. We have vinyl plank flooring, and you cannot install cabinets over them. So I simply cut out the part of the floor and installed the cabinets. Plus, the flooring was going to be changed anyways. In fact, if you saw my flooring video, this entire project was kicked off because the flooring was coming apart. We installed a corner Lazy Susan cabinet and two 2-feet cabinets. I just made sure they were all level and used some shims to fix that and attach them to the studs using cabinet screws, and then attach them to each other using countersink screws. And then we changed the flooring. We installed life-proof vinyl plank flooring, and I have a full video showing you exactly how we did it. The new lighter floor instantly made the entire space look so much brighter and larger already. We had to change the countertops because the original countertop was this weird overlay over the original tile countertop, and it had beautiful orange sparkles, which is totally not my style. The countertops were the biggest splurge in the kitchen, and the demo was included. And I'm kind of glad it was because there were so many layers. For the new counter, I went with a creamy white quartz with light veins. The countertop instantly made it feel like a whole new kitchen. When we got the new countertops, and I know I still need to add trim up there, but when we got our new countertops, we got a new sink, an undermount sink, which is a lot deeper than our old sink. So we used to use the cabinet under the sink. There was a drawer underneath, and we used to use that as sort of a pull-out trash can. Now, because of the new sink, which is a lot deeper, we cannot fit a trash can underneath. So we decided that we're going to turn this bank of drawers into a trash pull-out because the bottom's already a drawer. So all I need to do is change this drawer face into a door that goes all the way up top. We do plan to change all the doors and the drawers in the entire kitchen, and at that time it will have a new door, but until that time we still need a spot to keep our trash. So I am going to be using a temporary solution a piece of plywood to make a new door. I tested if my concept worked and then went ahead and took out the drawer dividers. And that is a new trash pull-out. Next, on to the upper cabinets. I ended up building the cabinet under the soffit because it was a custom size. We installed it, but everyone in the family, including me, felt like it was taking away from the openness we so desperately wanted and had enjoyed in the weeks since removing the old cabinets. So down it came. The rest of the cabinets were stock cabinets that we simply attached to the wall. At this point, I went ahead and framed the window and finally took down that brown blind I had wanted to since the day we moved into this house. Next step was trimming out the Peninsula to add some character. It was a quick and easy project with a whole bunch of 1x2 boards and nails. But finally, it was time to bring in the color of the cabinets. I absolutely fell in love with this shade of green, and it is perfect. For the backsplash, I called in my friend Joni because I had never installed tile before. I used a wet saw for the first time and cut many tiles. We used an adhesive tile mat and installed the beautiful backsplash tile by Jeffrey Court. The gold and marble was going to be so perfect with the countertop and the green cabinets. And I have a link to the video of the entire process of installing this backsplash linked below as well. Finally, I added all the finishing touches to the cabinets, like the trim underneath the countertops and a trim at the end of the cabinets. And got ready to paint the cabinets. I have a full video showing all the details of exactly how I prepared and painted the cabinets. I did decide to go with a two-toned look because I wanted to keep the top bright and airy, and I didn't want it to sort of feel heavy with dark cabinets at the top. Since I had new and old cabinets, the doors did not match, and I switched them all out with new shaker style doors from a company called New Cabinet Doors. And I shared all about them and exactly how I installed the new cabinet doors and drawer fronts in the kitchen cabinet makeover video. The gorgeous champagne brass pulls are the perfect addition to the doors. Last project, the floating shelves. I needed 20-inch and 50-inch shelves on both sides of the window, which I couldn't find. So I built them. I have the full video with details of how to build these as well. And that is the kitchen. It is even better than I had imagined in my mind. The dual tone cabinets, the warm tones from the shelves, the light flooring, the beautiful backsplash, everything works perfectly together. The space is bright, fun, and most importantly, spacious. And because we all love a good before and after, I leave you with a full transformation recap. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this transformation as much as I did. And if you aren't already, be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss out any future projects.